talked about it, Al, that it seems like Vanya King has been around a long time. This is her 12th main draw appearance at the U.S. Open, 13 total times.
She's only 27.
She's only 27. And has a bit of a gift here at the start of this match. Love 30 on the Serena Williams serve. We talk about game styles and whether or not Vanya King can match up with Serena. The biggest issue is whether she believes she can win this match, and that's always the biggest hurdle.
Well, she may not believe she can win the match, but she may believe Serena could lose it.
That is probably accurate. We've certainly seen that from Serena. It's always on her racket as far as we're concerned.
And to win, she may have to try shots like she just tried. So after going down love 30, Serena roars back in an almost predictable way. And it's 1 love.
But this is one of those matches where, unless something crazy happens, Serena is not going to be uncomfortable at any real point in the match. And, it's going to come down to her maintaining an even mental state, her side of the court, and physically feeling good throughout this match. That certainly plays into it. But it's going to be hard for Vanya King to make Serena uncomfortable.
Just crushed. Vanya's not getting off to a very good start. These serves are coming in at 70 to 80 miles an hour, and
that's going to be the biggest problem, is she's going to have to play completely outside of herself to really make any dent in the Serena game.
But yesterday we had an issue with soft hitters and then trying to generate pace and power off of that. Does Serena have a problem if someone...
It's different.
She is in another stratosphere, right?
Yes.
Oh, she's hitting some crazy shots already.
Yes, Serena is the type of player that can generate her own pace. And that's always the challenge playing against her. And Serena's the one player, certainly that I've played against, that you can be in a completely neutral position and she can just explode the ball and create a winner when you think that you're in good position.
I mean, for Vanya King, just being in this environment is a totally unique experience. I mean, it's a home game for Serena. You can send Serena mail to Arthur Ashe Stadium, New York, and it'll find her.
It is her house, and it has been for so many years. That's the mountain you have to climb to try to get a win, even try to get a set off of Serena. think about the ball that Vania King is hitting now, and it has nice pace, it has nice spin. You know, it's a perfect ball for Serena to groove on and to really do what she wants with. If Vania King doesn't change it up, it's going to be difficult for her.
One thing, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but Serena is winning these early matches at the US Open without making a sound.
That's when you kind of have to worry.
You know,
she's not being pressed at all. That's a good move, though, for Serena. Good move to make, to practice the transition area, going from neutral to offense there and closing points out. That's a play that can help her as the tournament goes on if she gets through this match.
Four aces so far in the early going.
And King, she's trying to take that ball early. It was a second serve, an opportunity to move forward. That ball jumped out of her strike zone. Did not get a sound hit on it.
No reason for any Vania King optimism yet. Serena Williams comfortably in front, 3-love, and pretty much all Serena Williams, no surprise. Vania King serving love 3.
15-love. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Your voices are carrying to notes.
You wonder if at some point whether King, whether she'll try to change up on her serve, change the placement on it.
Last serve, 87 miles an hour.
And it's just sitting there in the box, ready to be hit.
15.
And she's basically hitting it in the middle of the box. There's no real direction on it.
Do you enjoy having the conversation if Serena's the greatest of all time?
I wouldn't say I enjoy it.
Would you say that?
I think it's tough to say that. I wouldn't argue against it. I'll say that. I would not argue against it, but I think it's a difficult comparison to make when you're talking about different eras and eras of players and tough.
Just a little time to practice.
That was a beautiful play from Serena. Great court coverage, moved in at just the right time. Didn't overplay, doesn't have to. Made easy work of that volley.
The reason I bring it up is someone was asking me about women's gymnastics in the Olympics, which I happen to cover. Asked me if it was hard to do the competition when they were so dominant. They won in blowout fashion by margins that had never been equaled in the gymnastics in the Olympics ever. And I said no, because they were so great. It was just so enjoyable to continue to watch people do something great, and I think that's what it is here. I don't care what the score is.
Yeah.
I just love watching her be amazing.
Yeah, I think that is so accurate, and you're not alone. It's been remarkable how she has elevated the sport while at the same time crushing some of the records, the history books. So from that perspective, you would have to say she is probably the greatest of all time.
Is that an ace?
It's an ace.
Left center serve. The ball was called in.
I don't think Serena thought it was going in and didn't really make a full effort. And it was out. Vania King was this close
Oh my goodness.
to her first ace.
Advantage Williams.
That's a tough 30 seconds right there for Vania King. So it's break point. Wow.
Well, that's what King will have to rely on at times, hoping for the unforced error from Serena. Forehand hit long, keeping King in the game.
Advantage King.
A great first serve, a pretty good return, and then
Too good from Serena, and just doesn't have the firepower, King, to do enough with that shot. And Serena read it, and that was what that was about.
Advantage King.
But those serves, the last couple of serves to the deuce side, were a little bit wider in the box, a little better placement, and maybe that slight adjustment created the unforced errors from Serena.
point to win is that last one. And the interesting dynamic here is that you know Serena does not want to give up a game.
She doesn't want to give up anything.
Advantage Williams.
You sort of, it's reminiscent a little bit of Muguruza last night, losing as the number 3 seed to Sevastova. And similarly, Muguruza, though, didn't do a good job of managing herself in these situations. Had plenty of balls she could hit. Times, not a lot of pace coming at her, and she had trouble handling it. And every now and then you see that same difficulty with Serena, but it's working with the feet. It's giving yourself big target areas. It's the longest game of the match thus far. But it's not always easy to generate your own pace, and when you have so many options, there are times when you can lose focus, and Serena definitely losing focus here on a number of points, missing easy shots.
An ace, and Vania King is on the board, and she's smiling because she understands exactly what's going on here.
She'll take it any way she can get it.
Remember, go to usopen.org and get the apps that help you follow the US Open iTunes and Google Play.
Facial expressions from Serena, not happy with that last game. Losing it, has to put that out of her mind.
Last time they played a couple of years ago, that's what Vania King got, 1 game.
Those are the type of shots, the type of misses that may keep Serena slightly frustrated during this match if she doesn't clean it up. Those balls were remarkably close to the baseline from Serena. The serve looked like it was a little bit long, but King played it. Didn't challenge. A couple of game point opportunities for Serena.
Perfectly set up. 4-1 Serena Williams.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, players are ready.
Over Vania King, that might be expected.
Quiet, please.
She's not
Thank
getting her
you.
first serve where she wants to go, is she?
No, and I think a little frustrated on some of the returns that she missed in
Thank
that
you,
last
ladies and
game.
gentlemen.
But she still won 8 out of 9 points when she's gotten her first serve in.
Fairly massive arrival.
There's a ball there on the right. No one saw.
That was some nice play in there by Vania King.
Good retrieving by King throughout this point. A little applause from Serena on that one. I think there might be a perception, in my mind included, that Serena can come out here and do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And it's just not how it is. Well, she's human, and I think with Serena, the emotions are there. No matter what she says, no matter how she tries to downplay it, there has to be some pressure. Maybe not the same pressure she felt coming in last year. Maybe just self-imposed, but it's there.
Vania King is going to win a game at love.
A couple of missed returns from Serena. Those players could win a game at love if you get 2 or 3 misses.
Wow, 4-2.
Serena taking a little extra time there.
15 love.
But at times, you sense almost that Serena's irritated that she gets resistance from the other side of the court.
Yes.
Love.
117 miles an hour. Her fastest.
That's well measured by Serena in this game so far. Should help put that last game out of her mind.
Well, that little pause to refresh herself certainly worked. Serena 5-2 opening set.
15 love.
And that same forehand return that Serena has missed a number of times. Beyonce and Jay-Z, music royalty.
Love. Ladies and gentlemen, as a respect to the players, please remain quiet. Thank you.
That includes you two.
40 love.
And that's the forehand Serena's been searching for, but then couldn't execute on the backhand. Plenty of court to hit into. Just overplayed it. A little frustration there from Serena, letting a little bit of it out on that shot.
Why? It was a great shot.
Well, from the shots before.
Oh.
That's what she's irritated about.
Lingering effect.
Game King.
Nicely done from Vania King. That's where she is probably at her strongest, trying to move forward.
Leads 5, game to 3, first set.
It's a great showing for her.
She's got 3 times as many games as she got the last time she and Serena played. And it's still going.
Love 15.
Good return, getting that return back deep, and then little angle. Now we hear Serena.
15 all.
I mean, I don't bet on sports. I would have bet that this is a guarantee game for Serena. If she lost this game, I would be stunned.
It can happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but it can happen.
15.
And certainly Vania King, I mean, she's starting to believe a little bit more. King, she's been around a long time. She's gotten a lot of experience. She's gone through some ups and downs. And hey, I mean, you get out there, you have nothing to lose against Serena Williams. So why not go for it?
Serena's committed 14 unforced errors, and King has only committed 4. What you can do about that? 7th ace.
40-13. Game for set Williams.
So Serena Williams takes the first set.
6 games to 3.
Not loving every minute of it along the way, that is for sure. 6-3. So into the second set we go. Vania King serving. During the changeover, they put Beyonce and Jay-Z up on the scoreboard, and Serena was staring right at it. I would not be surprised if she said to herself, even though she's used to playing in front of celebrities, I've got to put on a better show here.
That would be the wrong thing to be thinking right about now.
Great shot from King. 15-all.
15-all.
Now she's into it. I mean, she 6-3. That's a respectable first set. She played some good tennis. She's been fairly solid.
She made a little noise there for the first time in the match.
15-13.
Serena has, apart from that last shot, she's given King some unforced errors that were a bit surprising. Maybe King can get a few more of those.
Vania King in charge of that point from the very beginning.
And that was a nice little angle there at the end. Perfect shot. Not trying to go through Serena. Being a little more strategic, and it paid off. Sure where that shot came from.
14-13.
That maybe tells you a little bit about Serena's mental state.
It didn't come from confidence, did it?
No, everything was wrong about that drop shot, that attempt.
This is starting to feel like a career highlight for Vania King.
She's playing some inspired tennis now, and part of that is due to Serena.
I mean, you consider she has won one tournament in her career. She's won plenty of matches. She's won a match at the US Open, but not against Serena as the #1 seed, and not in this atmosphere.
Right. But this still feels like a little more of a vulnerable Serena. I mean, as great as she is, and we know she can dictate and control play, but just the ups and downs you see on her face a little bit.
Quiet, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 15 love.
That's much better. Better serving there, better first 2 points of this game. 8 aces thus far for Williams.
Nine.
look at this situation right now, Al, and the way Serena's played that last game, some of the points from the ground. If she didn't have her serve going, if that was a problem, she'd be in a little bit of trouble right now. She'd maybe struggle just a little bit more, and that's sort of what happened at the Olympics. It was a similar type of situation, and she had an opponent who put up a fight and was playing some of her best tennis, and the serve wasn't firing, and she struggled. This is a nice play from King. Stayed composed. And again, from 40 love up on serve, Vania King has gotten it back to deuce.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your voices are carrying to court. Thank you.
And it helps to have that in your side pocket.
Fastest serve of the match. Or I should say angriest serve of the match.
There's just no reason to overhit the forehand like that.
This King is challenging the ball right before sideline. Ball was called in.
Out.
Almost, and I like that play from Vania King. You can see on the return, even her stance is more aggressive on that last ball, looking to move forward. Serena just came up with the goods, but that's what King has to make her do as often as possible.
Just think of how hard she had to work to hold serve in that game. 1-all.
But some of the problems are of her own creation, and it's interesting, to see Serena sometimes for me, because I enjoy watching her play. I've played against her. She just seems to get into a sour mood for no reason at times, when this is what you would expect, a player who has nothing to lose playing some of her best tennis against the #1 in the world. You figure Serena's used to players coming at her with their best stuff, and she's had to deal with that for many years. Just don't expect her to get so unsettled by it. Much better couple of points from Serena there. Gave herself much bigger lanes to hit into, didn't try to go for the lines. King in some trouble here at love 30.
She didn't read that. I've never worn that kinesiology tape that Vania has on her knee. Does it help?
It does help.
What does it do?
It's has to do with the circulation of the blood and the ligaments, the way they run, and when you have an issue, something that's strained or you need to take pressure off, that's what the tape does.
I think Serena may have refound her mojo. A service break that sets itself up in the second set in front of another big crowd at Arthur Ashe.
Even Nadal was looking up and smiling.
Well, let's see if, as was said, Serena has refound her game here. Up a break, up a set, 2-1.
Certainly that first point, playing with a little more control, a little more within herself. Helps to have gotten that break of serve in the previous game. Those are the kinds of shots where Serena's falling back, weight going back, well behind the baseline and not giving herself enough air, enough margin over the net, and going up the line over the high part of the net.
30-15.
Nothing wrong with that serve.
Or that one.
That's the 12th ace of the match for Serena.
Game Williams.
Serena holds easily, and it's 3-1.
By far the best part of Serena's game tonight has been her serve. High percentage of first serves, but she's winning majority of points on her first serve.
Go to usopen.org for all the highlights of play, schedule, analysis, stats, celebrity sightings, of which we've had a big one here tonight, and of course the US Open store at usopen.org.
15 love.
You know, this is getting really deep into psychological play, but why not? We're here to talk about it. If Serena comes out and just blitzes everybody's doors off, and I mean with no mercy, you could make the case that people would come to the point where they might resent it. It might be good to show a little vulnerability.
Yeah, that's maybe going too far.
I told you.
I think if there's any resentment, it's already out there. When you consider the fact that most people believe it's on her racket, whether she's blitzing or not.
Right. Now that it's 40-15.
Well, those are the shots that Serena just is pulling long. She's pulling off of it, not staying with the shot, staying behind it. Not getting the spin to bring that ball up and down.
Stunning. The struggle inside Serena's mind. It's 3-2. She is forcing Serena to hit shots like that.
15 love.
You can't place a forehand much better than Serena did there. 12th winner off that side. I like the positioning that Vania King is playing in, trying to get on top of that baseline, looking to step in on second serves, and trying to play with as much force as possible, taking the ball early, and it paid off on that last point. That's nicely done.
30-15.
And these are the types of points and the types of shots that Serena has to play. She's got to get behind that ball and stay with it. Vania King, she's not going anywhere. Serena has got to beat her. She's clearly not going to beat herself.
Nice little souvenir for the guy from Belfast, I assume.
Game Williams.
4-2 Serena.
Williams leads 4 games to 2, second set.
But if you just turned on the television set and you watched her, you'd think she's losing.
By the way she looks, her demeanor. She has not looked happy for much of this match.
Quiet, please, thank you.
And that's one of the first easy misses that we've seen from Vania King in quite a while. Maybe distracted by Serena, seeming to stop playing that ball.
There's 3 errors in this set for King.
The problem for King, though, is she has 0 winners. And
is that right?
That's the
None?
problem for the set. 0 winners, three errors, but no winners. And she's been still relying somewhat on the unforced errors off of Serena's racket. This is where the pressure builds for King. 3rd double fault of the match. Now staring down 15-30 on serve. And what a great response. Excellent placement on the first serve, out wide, got just enough kick to Serena's backhand, and then runs around the forehand into the open court. You kind of sense that was coming, especially when she tossed the ball. Didn't get that toss up high enough, couldn't extend out into the court. Great point for Serena. see the frustration there again on Serena Williams' face. You wonder why she doesn't just pull that ball in, hit the same shot. Just give yourself a little more space in front of the baseline.
Again.
Well, and just push that one. And you could see the racket head and the arm. It did not get through. She didn't get her arm through quickly enough, didn't get the spin on that.
Thank you.
Crowd has seen a little bit more tennis than they thought they were going to see. Vania King, 4-3, second set.
Love 15.
And it's been Vania King who's really embraced the moment. Seems to be accepting the challenge and enjoying herself out there.
15 all.
And at times, from Serena, it looks like it's painful for her. And it's really just been the serve that's been the real consistent bright spot. And I'm sure at times Vania King has to be thinking, if she didn't have that serve, I could be up in this match. Well, the serve goes with the woman.
It's sort of a package deal.
Game Williams.
Well, now, with everything in her power, Serena is going to come after this serve.
Williams leads 5 games to 3 seconds.
Who knows about the results, but she's going to get it. Try and get it.
Love 15.
Not the best start to this game for King.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, please, your voices are carrying to court. Thank you.
I wonder what's more distracting about the noise from the crowd. Is it that it's just noise? Or is that there are people in this building not paying attention to the match?
I would think it's more the noise. I know there's people who won't be paying attention at times, but the noise is what can be distracting. And then when you're struggling with your game, it makes it even worse.
One of her best shots of the night.
30 all.
That serve just 75 miles per hour, second serve, and Serena treated it like it was nothing.
And again.
And that's what she's been searching for.
Where has that been? It's match point.
Just no footwork, no forward momentum. And over the high part of the net, very little margin.
Advantage, Williams.
Some great shots in a final game. Can't wait to hear what Serena Williams has to say as she gets through to the third round. But Vania King again was game tonight for whatever came her way. 6-3, 6-3 at Arthur Ashe.